Welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, this is Insight Today on Global Television, and I am being joined in the part 2 of the program, Insight Today. I am being joined with the Deputy Chairman to the National Chairman of PCRC, which is the Police Community Relations Committee, and he is no other person than Otumba Bolaji Adigun. You are welcome to Insight Today.
Thank you.
All right, talking about state policing, we're looking at it, and I would like to ask, what role can state policing play in addressing security challenges in Nigeria?
Well, if I listen to my boss, he has given a little bit of insight regarding the police, state policing.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, a lot of people have been agitating for this stand for a long time. Well, I think we should not be at a rush. And my reasons is the police needs to be taken care of. That is the principle of what I'm trying to say. And at my own opinion, as a citizen and been long in the country, we have not utilized what we have before we are given the complaint.
Mm-hmm.
And the first reason is that the policeman has a station. When we are talking of state policing, it's just me know you, me, I know you.
True.
And the best way we can do is that, why don't you add more stands to these police officers? For example, now they have been trying to say a history of police is supposed to be 1 policeman to 100 persons. But in Nigeria, it's 1,000 policemen and 1 policeman to 1,000 man. And we are still using the old system of equipment. Ordinary Boko Haram is having some sophisticated weapons than us. What are we calling policing? It is how to guide within ourselves. And what I was expecting the Nigerians to do, or the legislators to do, or the president to do, is to expand the recruitment of police. Recruiting people within their areas and keep them and train them as a police. All we need is information. All we need in policing is not arresting, but in curing the policing. And the way you can cure policing is by when you see something, you say something.
Yes.
And the moment you say something, you refuse to say something, something will happen. So all this laboring of state policing, we are only giving powers to unnecessarily. I want to give an example of ordinary state. Sorry, my governors, all due respect, but the truth has to be said. Ordinary, look at Edo State. The deputy and the governor are having headache. Let's assume there's a state police. What could have happened? Ondo State, before the man died, there's a problem within the governor and the police. Now, if we have federal police that are trained, they can utilize the home base to quench anything. For example, if a policeman is an Edo man transferred to Kano, if a policeman is having 50 policemen that are from that place, as a leader that is trained and the utility we're having, look at our policemen when they are being sent out of the country, they always come first. Then what's the purpose for utilizing them? All we can do is to employ more workers. Look at the youths now, they are going about nothing. Why do you want to create another problem for ourselves? We have an IG, we have deputy IG, we have AIG, we have zonal AIG, we have area command, we have deputy commander, we have DPOs, and we have DCOs. What are they doing? Why don't you give them more power, more people? When they say you wear the same uniform, federal police. We are copying London. We are not due for police, metropolitan and co. We are doing because the self-discipline is not yet in us. You can see ordinary man on the street fighting a policeman. He will say this policeman is nothing. It's because the power is not given to them. And like we are saying, they are still underutilized. If they say they want to do state policing now, you will see people resigning from federal policing, join the state policing.
Oh, wow.
Because they be believing that maybe they will be taken care of more.
And be empowered more.
And be empowered more. And they can use them more. But what we need to do, what we are lacking in this system is that we are not telling ourselves the truth. We are only taking power from here to pay to this. No, we are still running around the same table. But when care is taken, for example, a policeman is paid 35,000 naira, and you ask him to go and you will now put him in the plane. You say, let him go and bring somebody that is eating 1.something billion. My brother, let's be sincere with ourselves. Temptation can come.
Yes, it can.
But look at the ones that have been refusing bribe. What have they done to them? So if nothing is done to them, then somebody who sees bribe will take it and say, look, somebody who refuses it, they will say he's a madman. But it's not a madman.
Yeah, there was no honor given to that person.
Given to him. So we should look at what is the problem we are going to face. Look at policeman now. The police is the VIO is taken out of police. They are policemen. The federal road safety is taken out of police. Then how many hierarchy do you want to have? The anography should be ahead, and we should be expanded. You can have 1,000 people under me, but I can control them because I'm giving you power. I'm giving you this power. You are here now. Other people are working. Division of labor.
Definitely.
It's not that you have to have head of. You cannot have head of program twice, 2 times a year. It's not possible.
No.
So what you need to do, everybody has to get his own program. If you're going to work for 6 hours, you know you are working diligently for 6 hours. The next 6 hours, somebody takes over. This is just like nurse. A nurse is going, will tell the next roster, it's the same patient on the bed. And they're going, if it's at home, what did we give that person? I gave him chloroquine at so time and so time. But here, accountability is 0. So what are we saying? What are we blaming the police for? We are supposed to blame ourselves because we have not given them sufficient openings.
Power.
No backings. Look at where they are sleeping. Go to barracks now, you see a lot of them under the bed. Are they going to build new barracks for those ones? The police now, with the little problems we are having with the governors, it means additional problem we are giving to them. How do they calculate? Then we are going to be back to square one. Because there will be conflicts. There's not going to be. But once we can do this, I have the opinion that recruitment should be done six months. We have all of them under the same uniform, under the same. Then we can iron. Because a man that is living in...
But sorry, Otumba, I want to ask, when you say recruitment should be, that's your own personal opinion. Sorry, I said, Otumba, when you said recruitment should be done 6 months, that's your own personal opinion.
No, so but we can have more members as the standard of one policeman
to 100 people.
And you will not see any problem. We shall not have any problem.
But don't you think we should have the right facilities in place first before we can go into that sort of easy...
Facility, I'm sorry to say that we are not looking at the facility now. We are looking at what is the solution. What's supposed to be the head is what we are taking at the tail. What's supposed to tell is what we are going to run. Now all of us are talking state policing. Look at their rough-shady houses. Are they not human beings living here? They are. You see them, you see somebody with one bedroom, in a bedroom with about 5 children sleeping on the ground. How will these people not get wayward? When we are talking of state policing, we should be careful. How do we take care of them?
Exactly.
The special constabulary, I am among the special constabulary recruitment. Where does it take? It could have been the best. Because each state sent almost about 1,200 and something to assist the police. Probably, I'm sorry to use, they only gave the allowance maybe for 3-4 months. Kwara State didn't even pay one time, they wanted to go. So we now give state policing and we equip them. Are we not creating another Boko Haram? Are we not creating another sense of this thing? State policing is already existing, let me be sincere with you. Like we're having OPC in Oyo State. In Kano, we're having Yendamba.
Oh, yes.
So who are these people? So why are we creating another thing? Why not harmonize this thing and let it be under one umbrella?
Under a structure this time.
Under a structure.
Okay. I want to ask you a question before we quickly wrap it up, but I have 2 questions to ask. So this is very interesting
I'm ready.
Now, how can state policing be structured to ensure effectiveness and accountability?
Good. All we need to do is the present structure needs to be trained. Let's bring some experts to give training to, because when you want to do something, you don't start from scratch.
No, you don't.
There are people that already they're already a PhD, and you want them to get to master. It's easier to train those people. ABC is known. You can see what we all went through when we are in ABC. When we are learning from our ABC, what we went through. But now if I say spell English, it's easy for you. But then you want to say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all these things. You don't have to start on this. There's no room for that now because elites has come up. Computer has come up. So what we need to do is to see the best way we can make use of what we have. We are having the best police. I'm still saying it. Eketoku is one of the best people. Our FCPRO is a computer person. Anywhere you want him to go, we can go. Why don't let us use these people and bring other people to them? train and be trained, train and be trained. Before you know it, it structures down. That's going by extracting completely from what we have before. Let's build on what we have, and we can get the best.
I like the fact that you said we should build on what we have, which is the best. Now, what can you say about state police in Nigeria and its implications for security and law enforcement agents in the country?
I can foresee danger. Simple as it. I can foresee danger. I gave you an example.
Yes, you did.
Where the deputy and the governor is.
Loggerheads.
And they are overhead. The power, all the say, go and arrest him for me. And the relative say, yes, sir. Because the advantage is more than the advantage is more than the disadvantage.
It's more the advantage.
State policing is a small thing. We can even call it labor watch. Because once I know you, look at those days. I want to give an example. Those when I was in jail. Ordinary a chief in his own area knows everybody that is in his area. Why don't you give this person power? You call him community policing and you bring him on as the board. The police will be the head. The emirs, we call them Angwa, they will be under them. Any person coming to Angwa knows about it. Go and see, report yourself to the police. And the record will be there. Everybody will have an ID card. The man in Angwa will sign for it. But cutting state policing. And once we can curb those things, we cannot see where they can hide any longer. Because I know you, you know me. That's the end.
Exactly. I know you, you know me. That state policing is all about, to know individuals in that particular state and way forward. And that's all I'll be taking on Insight today. Thank you so much, the Deputy Chairman to the National Chairman, Otumba Bolaji Adigun. Thank you. And of course, he is a member of the PCRC Police Community Relations Committee. Thank you, Otumba, for being a part of Insight today. And that's all on the program today, Insight today. Join me same time tomorrow. I am Jumai Manson. Have an amazing day ahead. Bye-bye.